small-scale mining as opposed to 48% for large-scale companies. Large-scale mining is a preserve for all Ghanaians, and the latest data we have is that 3 million Ghanaians are engaged legally in this activity in almost 10 regions in the country today. Small-scale mining, as you know, started with rudimentary tools. I've already talked about the classification. If you had done it in color form, you have seen that the top one is no gold, which is like gold, is an area that is close to the first one. 18 is medium, you can manage, so they go in, they clear them out, they come back. And then the fifth one is the green zone, we can control. This is what we came to meet. This is the deepest we were sunk. And so I've talked about the red zone, and these were the 9 no-go areas. Chemra, Afao Hills, Tano Anua, Ofin Shelter Belt, Anua East. Just 2 weeks ago, if you saw that the National Anti-Illegal Mining had gone back to the Shelter Belt, it meant that the same talks are trying to take it back from us. We were immediate, we were swift, we were brutal. This is the extent of focus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Apamprama Forest Reserve in the Ashanti region. What you are looking at is not a city. It's the area view of our forest region, how damaged it is. Let's move from the forest to the water bodies. It even gets worse. We have 3 water systems in Ghana: the Volta, Southwestern, and the Coastal, and Cobra, Pratan, and Bear. And it gets worse. Constant importation of champagne machines, digging deep and polluting the water with dangerous chemicals has been the story. And the implications were serious. The turbidity levels that were supposed to be 0 to 500 had moved from 5,000 to 12,000. Impossible for water companies to treat water. And so if you hear the stories of Ghana Water Company shutting down, it started in Takwa. And so when you are in Winneba, you think Takwa was too far. Well, you got into Takwa, he's got into the eastern region, and it's probably coming to you. The impact didn't stop there. The incidence of renal diseases, bird defects, impact on agriculture and food production and our cocoa production. It's all well known. And I think these are the impact, and it's very, very clear. And yet, ladies and gentlemen, law enforcement was weak. Slow investigation. This data should tell you that in 2024, 2023, total arrests, 35 prosecution. Should give you a picture, 4%. I think that we'll talk deeply about identifying the root causes. Why are we here? How did we get here? It was obvious that most of the people in all these areas did not understand the implications of this damage, the implications of the destruction of our water bodies and our forest reserve, our very lives, the foundation of how we survive. There was also clearly weak enforcement of mining regulation.